Hey guys, John and Ben here, and we're going to talk about Gibson Les Paul necks. In particular, burst necks.
Years 1958 to 60.
Perfect.
Yep.
We're fortunate enough to have 1959 Gibson Les Pauls here. The necks are all similar, of course, yet all unique, right? Question I get a lot of times is, how does the neck shape of a certain guitar feel?
Yeah.
Tough question to answer.
It is a very hard question to answer.
Older custom shops, and that's a lot of the old comparison, couldn't be further from accurate, right? Some of the newer stuff Murphy Lab they're doing is getting better.
Yeah, they're getting pretty accurate with their. They're doing a lot of scanned. They're taking scans off real guitars and they're actually getting closer. But I think that a lot of people, their experience with, let's say, 59 neck shape, is usually a lot larger, we'll say, than what they usually realistically are.
100%. So like all of these guitars, and they vary from different points in 1959, have far smaller.
I would say smaller.
But not small. They're just like perfect fucking medium necks, right?
Yeah.
No shoulder, good depth, fits the hand. I'm not a huge human, and this thing is just perfect, right? Yeah. And again, some variants, and that's the fun. These things, not only the top, not only the pickups, but the neck shapes of these things. Each guitar is truly its own guitar.
Yeah.
That's totally part of the magic.
Yeah, it kind of takes on the character of the person that was really in charge of assembling and building these. These were built by luthiers, and they all take on a personality of that individual that had their hands on it. You know, these were not CNC'd, and I think that
right, like now neck pitches could be ever so slightly different, right?
To some degree, you eliminate the variation in guitars now by having the CNCs to have the quality really consistent.
Sure.
But I think that makes part of this, that's a little piece of the fun too, is the necks they're all unique to themselves, like the way they fade, the figuring, the neck shape is all different. It's what makes these guitars
It's part
special.
of the magic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It totally is. And so like another thing about these is like depth versus shoulder versus carve, right? So like this neck that feels ever so medium and playable in my hand has a really nice depth to it. It's still like 0.87, 0.88, which most people, if you say that, would be like, holy cow, that's a huge neck.
Yeah.
But because of the way that it's carved with the soft, shallow shoulders, it's perfectly carved to fit the hand as it was intended, right?
Yeah, without being too clubby or too...
Dude, not
too
clubby
round,
at all. And again,
No.
I'm not a huge guy, right? So like, again, we've got two really early 59s and two later 59s. So these are like the first quarter of the year, and both of these are like summer of 59 guitars, right? This one is actually just one serial number away from Lorelei, which I owned at one point as well. Lorelei, total outlier.
Yeah.
Huge, monster, gargantuan neck, and not just in depth, also big round shoulders.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show there's like...
So blindfolded, let's say if you didn't have so much experience and you were kind of basing that off of like a custom shop feel, be to you that would be more like a 57 or 58.
Yeah, Lorelei had a massive neck, right?
And see, this one is not even close to that.
One serial number apart, sequential bursts, right?
Not only in the way the neck feels, but the figuring on the top, the way it fade, everything.
Oh, dude, completely different. Completely different guitars.
Yeah.
Completely different, right? Which is, again, part of the fun.
Yep.
Right? And why these things are so special.
Yeah. Totally unique to themselves. No two are the same. Now, with that, do you think that by hyperfixating on the 59 neck shape, people might be kind of losing out on guitars that are outside the 59 shape, range, but have great neck shapes.
Dude, yes. Like, I can't say this enough, and I stress this to clients of mine, potential and or, people who just do become clients of mine, is go and play some guitars. So Black Magic Guitar is my shop. If you buy something from me, like, you take, and I say this to everybody, take 3-4 days, run it through your rig, take it to a rehearsal, like, jive with it, right?
Spend time with it.
And that's not just like, it's got to fit, man. It's a guitar, right? And you've got to dig it and want to play it, and that goes with the neck shape, that goes with this tonality, that goes with everything.
Yeah.
So yes, don't judge a book by its measurements in that instance, right?
Yeah.
You have to put hands on it. But it is a really difficult question to answer for those who don't know, right? When I'm chatting with somebody and they're just like, well, how's the neck? It's really tough if you don't know.
Yeah.
And Ben and I collectively have played over 100 bursts, which is wild.
Yeah.
We were laughing about that earlier.
Yeah.
But, like, you don't know until you know, right? So you got to get out there and play some and check them out and
also
discover it for yourself.
From a player perspective too, I think that because I guess quite a while ago I had an idea of what my perfect neck shape was, but having spent time with so many different guitars, you can get pretty acclimated to something pretty quickly.
Dude,
you realize that neck shape is actually less important than you think. There's preferences that I have. I don't love hard V shapes.
Sure.
But I think
I don't mind hard V's.
It's like,
right.
But then if I had to play a gig on one, you kind of know how to finagle your way around it that you do feel comfortable with.
100%. And yeah, if in 5 minutes you can acclimate to a neck.
Yeah.
Right. It's just another guitar, really. Yeah. And jumping off of this, actually, let's talk about 1960s real fast, because that's fun. Because a lot of people online, especially, are like, blade neck, and leave it at that. And it's like, you really don't know at all what you're talking about. Because, yes, there were blade necks in 1960. Less than half the year is really a blade neck. And to me, I agree. It's not a guitar for me, per se.
Yeah.
More so not because of the neck shape, but more so because of the geometry of the guitar, right? So, like, when you start getting, like, an SG neck on a Les Paul body,
they feel a little...
It doesn't work for me personally as a player. Yeah. Not my bag.
Yeah.
The first half of the year of 60, double O's is another thing we should talk about. But let's say after the double O's, all of the O200 section, and there's a lot of them, the necks are like 0.83, 0.84, up to even 0.85, which is a 59 size neck.
And why is the double O range specifically sought after within the 60?
Man, double O's are crazy, and we should do a whole other segment on double O's, but double O's, I've had several that the necks are bigger than even 58s. There's a few theories for that. Mm-hmm. We'll dive into that in another episode. Yeah. But with 60s, when you start getting into that O200 serial number range, for an example, like say the depth is down to like 0.83, 0.84 from a whopping 0.87, which isn't that huge of a difference, friends. But then you get a little bit more mass, a little wider.
Yeah.
So the wide flat starts happening.
Yeah.
Which totally helps.
Because the width sort of changes the depth. It's like perceived the way the...
Well, dude, it just fits the hand better, right?
It does.
Yeah. Like you've played plenty of SGs even that have like a really nice wide, flat feel, but still are super enjoyable to play.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, at any rate, kids, there's no such thing as a 59 size neck. There's no such thing as a 58 size neck. It's snowflake to snowflake, guitar to guitar, even 1960s. My advice, if you're in the market for something like that, is get out and get your hands on as many as possible.
Actually, that even goes to say with the custom shops too. Go out and play as many guitars in general as you can. Experience all types of guitars.
From two guitarists, if you're looking at a guitar Go out and play as many examples of that guitar as you can till you find one that you dig.
Yeah. Find one that resonates with you. Until next time,
we're out. Ooh, 10 and a half.